All right. Well, first of all, you got to get your take on Raiders in Vegas.
That ain't going to happen, folks.
Why?
The league is not. They are so protective of the shield and that link and that barrier between. We all know legalized gambling and FanDuel and DraftKings and all that. That's kind of out there in the ozone. But a direct connection. If they want to eliminate all gambling in the state of Nevada, sure, maybe they can have an NFL team back.
How are you feeling about Super Bowl 50? What do you think?
You know, it's always a great time. It's an exciting time. You've got two great teams, but typically in the Super Bowl, the hard thing is that you could be a very good team, but the matchup may favor one over the other, just like my Ravens and your Giants.
Please.
Wasn't going to be good for the Giants.
You had to bring that up
I do forgive you.
in front of all these New Yorkers. You had to bring it up.
I just think it's brilliant and what a great story it is for the Denver Broncos, but I don't think the matchups with the Carolina Panthers is going to go well. I think they were like a 6-point favorite, and it may be more than that.
If you're coach, though, how do you know that if you're the Broncos coach? What do you do? Well, you know Cam Newton's strengths. You know he is just
that and a lot on Callan.
Amazing.
You know, you just kind of sit down and look at the film. With I tell you what, first off, you're very good because you got the Super Bowl, so you're going to be very confident. But you understand what those matchups are. You've got to give your players that hook, whether it's true or not. Even if it's a placebo, it's hey, this is how we're going to get them. This is going to stop them. Whether it's a defense, whether it's an offense, whether it's a run, a blitz, or whatever, this is going to be the key to stopping Cam Newton. You got to give them that hook that they can latch onto and go, yeah, that's what's going to work for us.
Yeah, but you also run your own race. So we talked about in the commercial break. You're not necessarily, when you're coaching a winning team or who are about to win, you want to make sure they focus on what they're good at.
Absolutely, and that's the hook that you give them. Guys, look, we've done this all year. We've done this thing. We've contained the quarterback, or we've not given up big plays. Whatever it is you're good at, and that's what got you there. Again, unfortunately, you can have two teams. We saw it 2 years ago with Denver and Seattle. Obviously Seattle just overwhelmed them. Now, Denver was a good football team. And had they played anybody else, they likely could have won. But that matchup, Seattle versus Denver, did not favor them at all, and it was just kind of a one-sided contest.
Go ahead,
Carolina has a chance to go 16-1, which is huge. How great of a team are they compared to the greats of the past?
Well, it's kind of like the Opens. You got to do it in the calendar year, right? Or people kind of dismiss it. But to do, in the NFL, that's the great thing about the NFL to me. You only have 16 games. One loss in the NFL is the same as a 6-game losing streak in the NBA. It's the same as a 12-game losing streak in Major League Baseball. So the fact that you've only got 16 of them, all the focus goes into those one game at a time. And that's the mantra you hear from all the coaches and the players. We're just all about this week. We're all about the next opponent. You can't let the peripheral, seep into you, particularly like a Super Bowl.
What are you doing with SeatGeek? You are teaming up with this online ticket provider.
Yeah, obviously, and we're obviously in the news lately as well. But for Super Bowl, you want to go to a Super Bowl, you got to get tickets. SeatGeek brings the amalgam of all the top ticket prices. The best thing about SeatGeek, one, you know exactly what you're getting. You can see the tickets, you can see the view, and more importantly, they'll give you the analytics. I don't mind overpaying for a ticket, as long as I know I'm overpaying for a ticket. We know in the Super Bowl, it's like the stock market. Buy now, buy Wednesday, buy Friday. SeatGeek,
could be a different price.
They'll give you the information you need. The best thing about SeatGeek, two things. One, you can also sell tickets on SeatGeek, but every transaction is guaranteed. So if you buy a Super Bowl ticket on SeatGeek, you know you're going to get a ticket.
You want to say anything about the concussion issue out there?
You know what? I get asked that all the time, and I've got 2 grandsons. And people say, will you let your grandsons play? And my pat answer is, do I want my grandsons to play football? No. And I don't want them to date. I don't want them to ski. I don't want them to drive. I don't want to do anything they might, but you got to let them follow their passion.